Hi there, folks. This is Sean Broderick, and I'm here at the 49 North Resource Conference, and I'm here with Mark Utting. He is the Vice President of Investor Relations for Lakeshore Gold. They are an exciting company. They've made the journey from junior to developer to full-scale production, and they just keep growing, and they have low cost too. Mark is going to give us the scoop on what Lakeshore is up to. Mark, could you please speak to my subscribers?
Happy to, and it's great to be on with you. Yeah, you're quite right. Lakeshore is a company. We've made that journey from a junior exploration company founded in 2002 right through development, and today we're a cash generating, net free cash flow generating gold producer. This year, I mean, in a nutshell, this year we're a company that's on track for record production. We're going to produce at least 180,000 ounces this year, top end of our guidance. We say we're achieving our key targets. We're actually beating most of our key targets. We're a low-cost producer. We compare very favorably in the industry.
You have all-in costs of $861, isn't that
We
right?
got all-in sustaining costs under the World Gold Council definition of $861, which is ahead of our guidance for the year. Our cash costs first 9 months are $588, again ahead of our guidance. And so we've been doing very well both on production and on cost front. And what's so important about that is, with the costs we have, we've generated significant net free cash flow. We've added significant cash to our balance sheet. When we finished a major expansion just a little over a year ago, our cash got down about $15 million. Today our cash and bullion stands at about $67 million. And with the exception of $5 million from a small flow-through financing, all of that is from internally generated cash flow. And so we're doing well on an operating standpoint. Also, with the cash that we've been generating, with the balance sheet strengthening as it has been, we've been able to get back to the business of drilling. You know, for 2 years we really didn't drill much, really just to support our production, because our investments had to be focused on finishing our mines, finishing our mill expansion, and getting our company to the point of generating net free cash flow. Well, we've done that, and now with the increased financial strength, we're drilling again to look at growth. We have a full pipeline of growth projects and some very exciting exploration targets.
Right. Let me just stop you there, because the project that you now mine, West Timmins, beautiful project, but this isn't a one-trick pony. You have other deposits around there very close, which you can actually feed into because you have that infrastructure right there. Isn't that right?
Well, absolutely. And you know, there's growth, and then there's highly effective growth and highly efficient growth, and we think ours is the latter, because when we talk about the growth projects and targets that we have, they are all at or near our existing mines. 144 is a very exciting exploration target that we have. We had a press release about it last week with some very encouraging holes. 144 is right beside our Timmins West mine, right beside the Thunder Creek deposit at Timmins West. We're able to access it from existing underground mine infrastructure. So it's within about 720 meters from our existing mine, so we will be drifting over there into it, and that's going to allow us to drill from underground, which is highly effective, and efficient, and it's going to allow us to establish resources there very quickly. So even the growth we have, though, I'd say this is we're very focused on extending our mine life and building out our mines. So even the growth projects we're looking at, given their proximity to our existing mines and their accessibility from our existing mines, the investments we're making in them are all around extending mine life, which is something we're very focused on, and we have lots of opportunity to do that.
Okay. You also have another project that you really picked up for the mill, which you have been expanding. That's what you guys were so focused on. And it turns out that it has a great deposit there as well, doesn't it?
Well, Bell Creek, yeah, Bell Creek's a very interesting mine. You know, we bought, in 2007, we bought the Bell Creek property from a joint venture led by Goldcorp, and we bought it largely for the mill, but there was also a historic mine on it, and historic production there had just gone down to 300 meters. No one had drilled below 400 meters. We came in and immediately started drilling at depth. We've now established a large resource base there, about 700,000 ounces of measured and indicated, close to 900,000 ounces of inferred, so a large resource base that goes down about 1,300 meters. The mine itself is producing. We're going to produce somewhere around 40,000 ounces this year. We do it from a ramp. We don't use the historic shaft at this point in time. But the reserve there is 100,000 ounces, and it just goes down to 775. What we're looking at now is the next, say, 275 meters below it. There's about 400,000 ounces in resources there. and we're working on converting those to reserves, and that's going to allow us to significantly increase the mine life and potentially increase production as well. So, you call Bell Creek the sort of little mine that could, it just keeps, it does get better as we go to depth, and it is proving out to be a very good mine and can continue to grow.
Okay. One of the things I really like about Lakeshore Gold is where many other companies are really pulling in their horns. These guys are heading out there with drills, expanding their known resource, looking at new deposits, really bringing things along. And so in a period of really pessimism in the industry, this is a company that is focusing on what it does best and really building its existing deposit and new deposits for increasing its whole production and everything. And so that just looks like a story that we really should follow. Is there anything else you'd like to say to my subscribers before we go?
Sure. Well, it's wonderful when you're generating cash, you know, and we went through the development phase and the investment phase, and we got to the other side of it, and we're now a company that, as I mentioned, is generating a lot of cash flow. And when you're generating a lot of cash flow, you have quality properties like we have and quality projects. You're in a position to in a very disciplined way, look at how to keep yourself growing and continuing to generate cash flow. We also have everything I've talked about, and everything I've talked about is located in the Timmins Camp, Northern Ontario, Canada, and we just think that is probably the world's greatest gold camp. And I mean, it's a great place to be. They've been mining there for over 100 years. Great geology, over 200 million ounces of resources have been mined or are existing there in that whole region, the Abitibi Greenstone Belt. Great infrastructure, great access to labor, suppliers, and regulatory stability. So we've got production that's generating cash flow, and we've got growth projects that will support extending our mine life, because those projects are all at the existing mines, and we're in a great location.
All this a low-cost producer too. Thanks very much for speaking to my subscribers. You folks, thanks for tuning in. I'll have more for you from the 49 North Conference.